Hello world, do you need some bliss in your life? Let's check it out and see if we can find an Exglowsion. Hi guys, Shelly here. Today I'm going to give you my first impressions of a new foundation that I have tried from Bliss. It is called Exglowsion. And this is a foundation that is supposed to be lightweight, airy. In fact, there's oxygen on the title. It's a triple oxygen serum foundation with SPF 20 broad spectrum protection. And I probably wouldn't have even thought of trying this foundation except for the fact that I'm kind of a Kohl's junkie. So I do a lot of my shopping at Kohl's for clothing and for household products and appliances and things like that. Make no mistake, it's mostly because of the 30% off coupons. Now, I was shopping at Kohl's and this was new to me, and maybe it was just new to my Kohl's location, but I recently noticed that they had a more extensive beauty section. And upon further inspection, I found that they've got several high-end beauty brands. My particular Kohl's has a lot of Bliss products, Pure Minerals, and Lorac. I feel like I'm saying, like a Chicagoan says Lorac, and I'm from Chicago, but I hear other people say Lorac, and then I feel like I should say, moo, yes, la la la, Lorac, aw. So I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but anyway, I'm probably just going to say Lorac, because Lorac, Chicago, the Bears. So I noticed all these products at my local Kohl's, and I got to talking with the salesperson that was working there, and there are some exclusions. Now, just like when you're shopping at Ulta, for example, their typical coupons do not apply to the premium brands. And that's true at Kohl's as well. So when you get that 30% off coupon, don't run to Kohl's thinking you can go nuts in their beauty section, because most of the premium brands are not going to apply. So here's where things get cool. Now, while your coupons are not going to apply to your high-end beauty purchases, those high-end beauty purchases will count toward your accumulation of Kohl's Cash and Yes Rewards and all of their, sort of reward dollars that they give you. Now, you can use your Kohl's Cash and your Yes Rewards Cash, any of your Kohl's dollar rewards, toward the purchase of premium beauty products. So when I did my spring trip to Kohl's, where I picked up a couple pairs of sandals and a couple tops and a couple spring clothing items, I got myself $50 in Kohl's Cash, and as soon as that became valid, I used it to pick up this foundation and their concealer, which I'll be trying in my high-end concealer video. So while you can't use your percentage off discounts on these high-end beauty products, the Lorac and the Pure Minerals and Bliss, they are excluded from the percent discounts, but those purchases do count toward earning Kohl's Cash and your bucks, your dollar rewards, Yes Rewards, I'm not sure what they call them, the things that aren't tied to the use of their credit card. And you can spend your Kohl's Cash on the high-end beauty products, which I think is pretty awesome. So for that reason, I am giving this product a shot. The Bliss company, I did some little bit of research just to figure out who they are, because I haven't seen a lot of them. I like their sort of mission, who they are, what they do. They started as a spa company, and their approach to things are sort of unconventional. Sephora lists Bliss as a company that has a cult following. I like cults, right? So the company started out as a spa and then eventually started releasing their skincare and beauty products to the retail market. And what's kind of nice about them is that their emphasis is not only on beauty, but it's on whole body well-being and feeling good about yourself and treating your body well. So a lot of their beauty products actually have what we would consider like treatment ingredients. So they've got benefits, skincare benefits, and other benefits besides just being cosmetics. So I really like that about them. They have sort of a tongue-in-cheek approach to naming their products and their marketing and things, which I appreciate. I'm amused by it. For example, Exglowsion. So I do find that to be, I like a company that has a sense of humor. So I think they're an impressive company on paper. How impressive will they be on my face? So let's check out this foundation and see how it goes. All right, so let's see what this Bliss has got. Bliss Ex-Glow-sion. Am I going to have an explosion of bliss? I don't know. Let's find out. I have just washed my face. I am moisturized, but nothing else. I'm going to apply this with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. I'm really torn between these and the Beauty Blender. I really like the flat shape that the Real Techniques sponge has because it's really nice for foundation, but the tip of the Beauty Blender is a little bit smaller. I feel like it's more precise and easier to get under the eyes, but I don't know. I go back and forth. I can't make my mind up. But that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to go with the orange one. I do like orange. Orange is cool. I mean, I know I got pink going on, but anyway. So the Bliss, it comes in a nice, it seems like a glass bottle. I don't think it's plastic. It's a frosted glass, I believe. It has the kind of applicator that I've grown to love, where you press it down and it will sort of suck up into its little pump the product, and then you can, let me see if I can do this, sort of push the button and get it to drip out pretty precisely. So I like that. I like the container. This is in shade Natural. I had a really hard time swatching these in the store. So I was standing in Kohl's, and thank goodness there was nobody around because I was just striping my face full of foundation. It was really hard to tell from the names what tones and undertones these foundations had, and I checked their website and they just have names. They don't tell you cool undertone, warm undertone skin, pink or yellow. They don't give you any indication whatsoever. So I literally just stood there swatching these all across my face, and I picked the one that seemed to match the best, which in this case is shade Natural. It is a little dark for me, but I'm, again, thinking in terms of summertime. So I don't know. I'm not confident in this shade choice. I'm not even confident that I got the right kind of undertone here. But in the store, it was the one that seemed the most invisible. So I'm going to get my little pump of it ready. Now, a lot of people put them on the back of their hands. I'm totally clumsy and I spill things all over the place. So I put foundation into the palm of my hand and dip into it with my sponge. So I'm going to do 2 drops of, oh wow, well that came out a little more than I expected. Oh well, so there's about a full pump, I guess you would say, of the foundation. And I've got my dampened Real Techniques, and I'm just going to pick a little bit up and go to town. I sort of stipple, and then if there's too much product, I'll blend it in a little bit. Now I'm also going to say I cheated a little. I've got concealer on already. I've been having a really hard time with my concealer lately, and I've ruined a couple of makeup applications of foundation because I had to get it off and start all over. So yeah, I'm doing my foundation or my concealers first so that if anything goes wrong, I can just wash it off and start over. My eyes are really unhappy with me lately. This shade's a little dark for me, but I like it's going on smoothly. It's a really thin, sort of lightweight texture to it. It looks a little dewy to me at first glance. We'll see how it dries down. I also do minimal foundation on my nose because my pores of my nose they don't like foundation. It's really annoying, but that is life, as they say. So I'll do a little bit on my nose. I just don't I get polka dot nose. Really frustrating. I'm all out. I think I might have to pick up a little bit more product on the sponge. Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be close. My giant forehead might require a tiny bit more. Yeah, I need a tiny, tiny bit more. So let's go 1 drop. Woo! Got it. Pick it up. A lot is it's a kind of a watery texture, so a lot of it I think is seeping into my sponge and not ending up on my face, but I don't really mind that. I mean, I know it's expensive and you don't want to waste it, but I don't know. Maybe that, I don't know. I don't know why I don't mind it. Maybe I should. Get the schnoz. I really like the feel of this. I'm not wearing any primer. I normally would, but when I do first impressions on foundation, I like to kind of feel how it is on its own and see how it lasts, where it gets, if it gets into my pores, things like that. After multiple wearings, I will usually go back and try it with primer, try it with different moisturizers, just to find out the best combination for each product, because they are all different on me for some reason. Alright, aside from this being a little bit dark for me, first impressions, I like it. I like the texture. It's really lightweight. The website describes it as buildable. I think it could be if I wanted greater coverage. But I'm not a heavy coverage kind of gal. I don't have a lot of redness or anything like that I need to be covering up. I'm really just trying to even out my dark spots and the sort of hyperpigmentation from the sunspots on my driving side of my face. So I don't really need super heavy coverage. It's not sheer. This is more coverage than, say, a tinted moisturizer. It's probably not quite medium coverage, but it does even things out. I would probably only do 1 layer like this. It's not settling into my lines. I have to make all my wrinkles happen so that I can see what's going on. It's not really settling into the lines on my skin, but it hasn't done me any favors in terms of my pores. I don't think it's making them look worse, but it's not blurring them at all. I do feel like my skin kind of looks textured in the way it does when it's bare skin. So I have somewhat large pores on the cheeks, sort of right by my nose, and then my nose does have larger pores right around the tip of my schnoz. My forehead has some larger pores in sort of the T-zone. My chin has, so anyway, I don't think it is making any of my lines look worse, but it's not making my pores look any better. It feels wonderful. It feels super nice. I think it applied really easy. Overall, first impression, I'm definitely not going to be a holy grail kind of foundation for me, but it's one that I think I will reach for just because it feels really comfortable. It's not exactly dewy, but it's not matte. It's not velvet. It feels really natural. It feels really, if I don't think about it, I can't really tell I'm wearing foundation. It feels really nice. I'll see how it wears, and if I have any significant problems or joys with it, I will certainly do a more expansive review. But for now, I would say my first impression of the Bliss Ex-Glow-sion Triple Oxygen Serum Foundation with SPF 20 sunscreen. Thumbs up. I like it. Pretty good. So there you have it, my friends. We have a thumbs up for the Bliss Ex-Glow-sion Triple Oxygen Serum Foundation. I like it. I like how it feels. I like how it applies. I'm not going to call it Holy Grail, but I like it. It gets a thumbs up. Let me know if you've tried it out or any of the other high-end beauty products at Kohl's, or if you're just a Kohl's addict like I am. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up if you'd like to see more of these product first impressions. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.